Good morning, scumbags. I am here with another Star Wars new canon book review for you. And what book is that? It's this one right here. It's Star Wars Aftermath Life Debt. That's a mouthful. I think it's probably easier to say Star Wars Aftermath Life Debt / Chuck Wendig. Chuck Wendig is the writer. Aftermath Life Debt is the sequel to Aftermath, which we talked about last time. Now, this is going to be a trilogy. There's going to be a whole trilogy of Aftermaths. So if you can't get enough of just one Aftermath, you're going to get three. The next one comes out in January. But this one, part 2, huge improvement over its predecessor. So let's talk about the good, the bad, and everything in between. The good, like I said, improvements up the ass with this one. It's much more interesting. The characters are more dynamic. There's a better sense of, you start to like this team now. I know it's weird to say, but it feels like you have to get through the first one and see them become a team in order to appreciate them being a team in this one. Another good thing, which I didn't mention in the last video, but both of the Aftermath books have these sort of side chapters that are not part of the main story. They just get peppered in every now and then. And these chapters show different parts of the galaxy, and it just shows you what's happening randomly now that the Emperor's dead. So it's like, hey, the Emperor's dead. Let's see what's happening on Mon Calamari. And it's like one little 3-page chapter of something happening on Mon Calamari. And 9 times out of 10, it's not important. It's just a neat little peek into another world. But sometimes it is kind of intriguing. Like there was a chapter about somebody on Tatooine who may or may not have found a set of Mandalorian battle armor in the desert. Who it belongs to, they don't say, but that happened, and it's canon. And another, it was like a drug deal, but instead of drugs, it was a Sith lightsaber. It was a red lightsaber. And according to whoever sold it, it was apparently Vader's, but they could have been lying, so who knows. But those little vignettes are really cool. I like them. And I hope that there's more in book 3. Life Debt also is very heavily focused on our buddy Han Solo. Han Solo's in it. So that's always a plus. If you like Han Solo, chances are you do because you like Star Wars, then he's in this quite a bit. And also there is the introduction of a cool new villain. He was teased in the first Aftermath, but now he's right front and center, literally like page 9. They give you info about who he is. Minor spoiler alert, just in case you don't want to know who this guy is. There's a villain in this book who is now sort of the de facto overseer, military overseer of everything to do with the Empire, and his name escapes me right now. Gallius Rax. That's his name, Admiral Gallius Rax. And he's an interesting dude. We don't know too much about him yet. Actually, half of this book is dedicated to one of the characters trying to find out just who this Rax guy is. And scratching the surface, but not quite. And personally, my theory is that he might be a little someone who's going to show up in episode 8, whose name rhymes with Belboro, but we won't go there yet. Excuse me. See, I start talking about the dark side, I get corrupted. That's what happens. The bad, it still feels like a stepping stone. It feels like we're not quite there yet of what the series is promising. It's promising sort of this big epic revelation, and we're not there yet. And that's just a nitpick. I mean, I like that. It's a cliffhanger. It means stay tuned because book 3 is going to be some crazy shit happening. So that's about the only nitpick that I have with it. Other than that, it's a solid book. Huge improvement over part 1. Chuck Wendig outdid himself this time. So I wouldn't recommend just reading this. Like I said, if you get through 1, you'll appreciate this more. So read Aftermath, then read Aftermath Life Debt, and then you can thank me later. You're welcome in advance. And then stay tuned in January because Aftermath 3 comes out. And I'll see you next time.
Hey scumbags, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on our video. As always, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Rebel Scum Podcast, for all the latest videos.